Jesus Christ. That's from a recent episode, Lay. That's like a new episode, new Dark Lore SpongeBob.
That's
That's
what Ty's gonna
scary.
see all standing over his bed
With who?
when
Me?
I visit.
Oh. Yeah, when? If you visit.
Yeah.
You stinky bastard.
Gonna be like SpongeBob needing water, except he needs my dick.
That was literally. Wait, that screenshot is literally one of the AI chatbot stories that I convinced him that Patrick was gooning in the corner of his room, and he was telling him to shut the fuck up the entire time. That's like the visual I was imagining. That's crazy. They read my script.
So, the Kenobi series happened, right? You got a bunch of Black Series figures, and we got 4 different versions of Obi-Wan from the show. There was first appearance, potato shirt Obi-Wan, wandering Jedi. Then there was blue shirt, Breaking Bad drug dealer Obi-Wan. Then there was Jabeam Obi-Wan in the brown robes, which fucking love that look. And then at the end of the series, final few minutes, he got some brighter tan robes, more traditional Jedi look, but sick fingerless gloves, some fucking goggles. That's Jedi Legend Obi-Wan, right?
Yeah, I was going to
the
say.
living legend, my
Legends.
dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have 2 of the Jabeam Obi-Wan, and I love that figure, and I wanted to get the Jedi Legend Obi-Wan, because it's mostly the same build, So I ordered it, finally. It's been like a year or 2, and I finally ordered it, and got it off Amazon for like $23 and like 50 cents. And it was supposed to come like the next day. Got delayed. And then it was supposed to come that Monday. Got delayed. And then it finally came Thursday or Wednesday or something like that. And I was so excited. I had my D&D Edgin figure, an extra one that I got off eBay ready, because I found out that you can put the Edgin legs on Obi-Wan, make him taller, give him double jointed knees. So I had a spare one. I had my Jabeam one, and I had another one that I was going to put on the Jedi Legend. I was all excited. I ripped open the package, pulled them out. Look at that. Look at that. Jedi Legend Obi-Wan. Ta-da! It's a fucking fig swap of potato shirt Obi-Wan. Wow! In the Jedi Legend box. Look how legendary he looks.
Legendarily shit.
He looks like Shrek.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
we're
Amazon
not happy
sent
about
me
that.
a fig swap, and I was extremely angry. For context, I never told you this. It was a day that I was doing a photo, and I was pissed off with how the photo was turning out for Figvember. It was the crossover photo, and it was very, very exaggerated. And Braden asked me, so this happened. I opened this, and then Braden asked, "Is the picture blue?" And
I couldn't tell.
I had to try so hard not to take out every ounce of my rage and fury on Braden for asking such a dumb question. I literally just had to put my phone down, and Braden was like, "Oh, he's ignoring me," and I was like,
I would have been.
I was about to go ballistic.
I would have taken it.
Well, it must have been
an
independent seller then, like doing through Amazon.
No. What they're saying is
this was Amazon.
No, it was from
resale.
Amazon.
Someone bought the figure, put this fucker inside it, returned it, got their money back.
And Amazon went, "Yeah, that's fine."
Yeah, chokes out. That's
like it's Obi. I mean, okay. To be fair, it's not. Most average people aren't going to be able to tell the difference. Most people will be like, "That's Obi-Wan."
Yeah,
like, the average Amazon worker isn't going to know the difference between the Obi-Wan.
Well, they should, because this one very
You're
clearly
right.
has goggles around his neck and sleeveless robe. This one
Yeah,
doesn't.
but saying that when you're checking like things that are getting returned, you've got that much stuff to
Oh,
dig
yeah.
through. It's like,
Yeah, I know. It's
I don't
stupid.
fully blame Amazon. I blame the moron who sent it back like that.
Yeah, fuck that
That's so
guy. Piece of
stupid.
shit.
Yeah. You probably would have
So
done the same thing though.
I
to be
ordered
fair.
another one that's new this time.
Okay.
So it's gonna come tomorrow.
All right.
And I'm of three minds with this figure. Option 1, I return it, get my money back, $23.50 or whatever. Option 2, I open this and make a Shrek Obi-Wan custom. Option 3, I keep it as is, as a good, fun, like, story conversation piece in the collection.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean,
I'm
or
not
option
sure.
4, burn it.
No,
Burn it.
that's unnecessary.
A waste.
That's
Yeah.
a waste, yeah.
Fair enough. You could burn it though. Just saying.
You're good. Treat him like Anakin
If
on
you
Mustafar.
okay, well okay, do me promise me this. If the exact same thing happened to you tomorrow, you have to burn it. You have to light
But
it
then I
on
can't
fire.
get my money back.
You can get your money back on one of them.
Yeah, but that's still $25 down the drain.
Yeah.
you're already down anyway because you've got a fucking figure that you didn't want.
Yeah, so burning it is the only option. You have to say, Bezos, this is for you.
But it is funny though. Like, Leia, what do you
It
think?
is.
I make it custom, keep it as a conversation piece. What do you think?
Right.
I'll send the
you got two
mock-up I
options.
did of a Shrek Obi-Wan custom.
You must
Okay.
light the fucker on fire.
You've got no. You've got two options for me anyway. You either keep it as a conversation starter. You might as well. It's not like a bad figure or anything. It's just not what you ordered.
Mm-hmm.
Or you do that.
I don't know what he sent. Hold on.
Which is a very easy custom.
It is. I would just need my dad to 3D print some Shrek ears.
That is it.
And then
You could fucking make those out of putty if you wanted to. Like, that would be so easy.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
have
do
a
it.
buddy.
You could
Make a
even get
Shrek-
3D printed Shrek head.
Yeah, make the Shrek custom. Come on, we all want it. And call him Ewan oh, what would his name be? You gotta think of a name for him.
Shrek Nobi.
Shrek Nobi. Shrek Nobi.
Ogre.
That's...
Ogre One Shrek Nobi.
Ugh.
And it'll be the
That would
centerpiece of
be
your
Shrek's
collection.
ogre. That would be Shrek's Star Wars name, though. You know it would be.
Ogre One Shrek Nobi.
Ogre One Shrek Nobi.
I don't know. 'Cause it is so
You gotta
funny.
know.
I wonder
Well,
how cheap
you could
he is
say-
on eBay. If I could
Hold on,
buy
how
just like a
much-
loose one
how-
and then make Shrek.
How much of a hassle is it for you to send that back though?
It's kind of a hassle. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I have to take it all the way to
And then,
Yeah.
and then just keep
Well,
it. Then.
So the story starter could be if anyone walks into your room and sees Shrek Obi-Wan, they're like, "What the fuck?" Well, then you can tell the story. You
That's
don't
fair,
need to have
exactly.
him as well as the Shrek custom. That's kind
That's fair.
of, you know.
Excessive.
So you could just turn
yeah.
that one into the Shrek custom.
I mean,
And then
hell,
be like,
I could,
"Oh, let me tell
I
you
could
the
make
story."
the Shrek custom and then put him back in the box.
Yeah, sealed Shrek
have
Nobi. You could
this
print out. You can.
Sealed
Yeah.
Shrek Nobi. Paint over
What you
the
should
label.
do is paint on his face, paint it green, and add the ears, and draw the ears on, and there you go. You got yourself a nice little. They're like, "What the hell?" You can hang it up on your wall. Perfect.
Yeah. All right. That's what's happening. We're making Shrek Nobi this
Perfect.
weekend.
Shrek Nobi, guys. Stay tuned for the return for the
Stay tuned
eventual
next week
conclusion.
for
We need
Shrek
to
Nobi
pay for
reveal.
this.
I will
Yeah,
reveal it
yeah.
on stream and be like, "You better." I'm gonna be pissed if you don't.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Also, at some point, I'm going to be getting the Black Series Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Darth Maul 3-pack. So that'll be fun.
Do you know what? I'm really surprised you're actually buying Black Series stuff.
He did sell a lot.
After everything you've sold.
There's a reason, okay? I got $5 off, so I got it for $60 with GameStop. And then I want the Qui-Gon because I want to do some skits from Charlie Hopkinson's videos where he does the impressions of Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Qui-Gon reacting to the prequels and stuff. I want to do some of my favorite moments from that.
That would be fun.
So that'd be fun, like Instagram videos or something.
Yeah. Okay.
But all right, welcome to the All Things
And I'm
Geek
assuming
podcast. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I'm assuming that you also want it for the Darth Maul as well.
Maybe. I mean, if he's good. The last Darth Maul sucked.
good.
He does have a neutral face, though, which is like an important thing for me. So, again, welcome to the All Things Geek podcast. My name is Tyler, also known as Bionic Kasai, joined by the man whose name starts with a B,
Braden or Renzolian.
and the man whose name starts with an L.
Leighton, also known as the Northern Dalek. Hello.
Oh, Von Dalek.
Eat
We're
shit.
back. We're back.
We're
We
back.
never left.
I mean, we never. Yeah, I was gonna say we never left. You can't say we're back at this thing. We're back, guys. We've been consistent.
We're so back to...
Electric Boogaloo.
I mean, we haven't missed a single upload since,
Nope. Not since we
We've
started.
been, I mean, both of us have missed a podcast, but
Yeah,
aside from that,
everybody's missed an episode, but...
oh yeah, absolutely. But we've been the most consistent. We've been the ones on every single
We're
it
the
is
real ones.
because we're the only ones who record, and edit. So yeah, no one else is gonna do that.
Nobody else gives a shit.
We're running this train, okay?
If ever we're both unable to do it, it's not happening. You think this
Canceled.
fucker's gonna record?
Podcast episode is canceled. It's just a video of Lay being like, mate, so we got some fucking One Piece news.
It's on his phone. He's like, mate, so we got Doctor Who.
He's like, I don't fucking know what this is. Fuck
Fuck
off.
off.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Alright. We love you, Lay. We're glad
mean,
you're here.
Yeah,
we do,
yeah,
Lay.
yeah.
We really do love you. We really, really,
He's
really
crying.
love you.
Look at him. He's so emotional.
We made him guys, if you've noticed, yeah, he's got his nice turtle, like his nice hoodie on that he can just hide into. Just nice. Yeah.
Come on.
I want to immediately bum people out. Is that okay?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So starting off with, we do have a bit of unfortunate news regarding Eiichiro Oda, the author of One Piece. Now, it's nothing super scary, but there's a lot of word going around about his health in the series and stuff like that. He recently just had a 2-week break, or I think it was 2-week break too, and I think the reason was because he was working on the live action show. Got back, put out a chapter, went on another break. People were kind of like, huh? And some news recently came out about his health concerns and like his work situation and how he like operates. And it is a little bit scary. It's a little bit sad. He only sleeps like 3 hours a day. He barely eats. Like I don't know how true. Some of this might not be true. This is all based on a source that has been very accurate, like One Piece information, and like
Has he always
translates.
done this or something?
Oh yeah, I mean he's been working on the series since 1999, man. He's
So he's only been
19...
he's only been having like 3 hours sleep and barely eating. Well, I'm not fucking surprised. Like,
Yeah.
No,
Japanese,
it's not surprising.
it's not a
Japanese
fucking
work culture is, especially in like manga and anime, it's fucked.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true. It's
The manga
really
culture is horrendous. The Shonen Jump culture has always been awful.
Manga
And,
creators
I mean, it's
literally destroy themselves being like hunched over,
Yeah.
drawing all the time.
A lot of them have like diseases, like not disease. That sounds wrong, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like a lot of them have actual problems, and they work so hard because you're expected to make that weekly deadline. Biggest example might be Hunter x Hunter creator who has been suffering like most of his life, and it's harsh, man. It's really sad. It makes me scared for the future of the series because he wants to get it done. You can tell. He can't really phone in an ending.
Is there like a deadline for him to do it, or like
what chapters?
No, his
like can he not just like take
some
time off?
manga creators do get like pressured to finish their projects within a certain amount of time. He's like the biggest living manga creator, so no, nobody's pressuring him
Yeah, he can take a month off, like if he wanted to. He's done it before. He's taken a month off when time skip happened, and then he took a month off for an eye big surgery that he had to try to work better on the
Hmm.
manga. So either way, there's been a lot of health issues there. I just, I'm hoping that he's okay, and I'm hoping that things go well for him. But, it is unfortunate. It's a really sad state of affairs with the manga industry. I'm
Yeah,
not
it
going to
sounds like
say.
it's fucking sounds awful, man.
I mean, it's impressive that he's still working on the same story all these years later. Right? It's a testament to how much patience that man has for just continuously working as hard as he has. I do know for an example that I think 2013, 2014, 2015, somewhere in that range, he was working on the Dressrosa arc, and I know for a fact that Kishimoto, the Naruto author, stepped in to help him a lot during that time, which is really wholesome. That was really I found that out recently, and I was like, that's really sweet. He's got a lot of friends in the industry which are willing to, and if anything did unfortunately happen to him, there would be people who could end his series the way that he wants it to be over, because there are people who knows how it ends. So that's the only silver lining, but I don't want to think about that because that is quite sad. But it's just something I wanted to bring up because I know I'm not covering the manga really as much now, but I will talk about things like that because it's important to me. And to have him pass away before the series would be over would be really deeply tragic, and I would be very sad. So, yeah.
You know what my
Sorry to bum
reaction to
everyone
that
out.
is?
Uh,
What the Sigma? Sigma Kratos from
What
Sigma
a segue.
Studio.
wow.
Send those
What a
pictures, Braden.
segue.
5K
Sure,
Toys post
that-
up for pre-order the Sigma Studio 1/12 scale Kratos action figure from the original God of War trilogy. Brilliant
Yeah, boy.
segue. You are welcome.
Yeah, it made me realize I actually didn't have those photos. So just give me a second.
Oh God.
Sorry,
You
sorry.
fuck.
No, I thought
It was such a good segue. Damn it.
you can.
I
rock
even
that
had
segue
Lay
still.
prepare a
It's a
special
segue.
picture for it anyway.
Really? Did you have Lay make it?
Yeah, I had him. I was like, "Hey, put the Sigma filter on this," and he tried, and it didn't work because Kratos' jaw
Because
is
he's
too
already a
chiseled.
Sigma?
So he
Oh.
had to find his own picture and do it. That worked.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Sorry, guys. I
It
thought I
worked.
had it.
It worked eventually.
Yeah,
worked eventually?
That's going on the thumbnail. So thank you.
All right. Sure. Go right ahead, man. It's done here. I don't know how many photos you want. I'm just taking
Can you
as
boys
many as
just
possible.
stare at me, sir? Thank you.
Are you turning us into Sigmas?
Yeah.
Sigma
All right.
fine.
Download the game.
All right.
Oh yeah, look at that. God damn.
I don't even look like a
Sexy.
Sigma. I look like I've got a brain disease.
There he is, Sigma Kratos. Look at him. His head doesn't match his body in terms of skin tone. He comes with accessories, multiple accessories, 2 pairs of the Chaos Blades, and a Zeus Lightning Bolt, among other things that Braden did not get pictures of. Bastard.
Yeah, it's only the torso that is different. Like, if you actually look at it, that's a brighter white compared to the arms and head. It's not just like the head that's a different shade.
I don't know. In the pictures, it looks like the torso and the arms match, but the head definitely is darker than everything else. It's like it's grayer too. The body is like hints of like green in it or something.
This picture in particular, you can see it a lot more like with the head and then the shoulders and the arms.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'll tell you this
the
for
body
true.
and the arms are definitely closer than the head, though, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying, Brett?
I'll tell you this for true. He looks fantastic. I
He
mean,
does.
you said you weren't gabbing him, right, Ty?
No, because I'm not really big on those original God of War games. They're funny.
It was
They're full of memes,
when he was a young
but,
ruffian.
you know.
He was a
I
young
mean,
little
like-
ruffian. He was a goofball. He was running around having sex and killing people. So he was.
There was just every
was
woman
in a-
had her tits out. There's, it was a crazier time.
Oh yeah.
He was
That's
sniffing
what Greece
cocaine.
was
That's
like
why
back in
he's
the day.
white. He's just covered in cocaine.
That's what.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's definitely not a tragic story about his family dying or
No, no,
anything.
no. He's just a party animal.
This is like, yeah, this is his college days. He was just running around and like killing gods and
Mhm.
doing unspeakable things to ladies.
Which you
He
can
looks
take
great.
control of, by the way, in one of the games.
Oh, I've seen that's God of
The
War
lady
3. You
banging
got the
Yeah,
simulator.
it's
I remember that. Trust me, I
it's
remember.
pretty,
Might as well be a Witcher game at that point if you're gonna
Those
make sex
games
a
are
mini game.
wild.
Mhm.
Those games are crazy. Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah, he's super cool.
yeah.
He looks dope. He
hmm
does. If I was a bigger fan of those games, I've tried to play God of War 3. It bored me.
If you ever
Um,
wanted just like
I
a
mean, the
PlayStation
tone and
All
everything from
Stars,
like 3 to like 4 is like completely different. So
oh God, they're completely different.
Mhm.
yeah, absolutely.
uh, if you want a good PlayStation All Stars, Kratos, here you go. Throw them up on the shelf with your other PlayStation All Stars figures.
Yeah, if he ever comes in the Spin Master line, I'll get that so that I can get the Blades of Chaos for cheap. Uh,
Yeah.
but otherwise, Sigma Kratos, don't need him. But
hmm
something I did pre-order from 5K Toys, they revealed and put up for pre-order their next World of Warcraft related figure from Mithril Action. This is their 5th figure in the line, called Guardian of the Horde. This guy looks fucking crazy. Like, he's got some like Warhammer miniature like level paint with the glowing effect.
Oh yeah.
He's so cool. He looks so dope. I've got like lore in mind for him of like this. It's like chained and locked away, like tortured beast. Like, I don't know. He's going on the D&D shelf, and he's gonna be sick. He's gonna be so cool.
Does he have like actual leather pants or is that sculpt? Oh, that's
Uh,
like
he has,
That's
yeah, it
soft
looks like
goods.
pleather pants. I think
Mhm.
leather, right? Yeah.
it's definitely not.
And
Real
again,
leather. It
looks
wouldn't be original.
fantastic. No, I mean, look,
Does.
when you have everything on him, oh, that looks cool. The helmet especially. Oh man. Um,
Mm-hmm.
None
Yeah,
of these
he's
World of
crazy.
Warcraft figures have really gotten my attention, but this is the first one where I've kind of been like, okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That and the little fishmen, who I also believe are World of Warcraft,
Yes,
but
I think so. I have
could
I have 2 of them on pre-order, and then there's another Fishman. It's like they did 2 Fishmen, and then they did a trio of different Fishmen. I pre-ordered that.
yeah, the skinny long guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I need to go back and get some of those guys. The price of the two little guys kind of threw me off, but I mean, why not? I'll just
Yeah,
go
I
for it.
think the skinnier one's price is better. I'm not sure.
I didn't know
Probably.
these. This is the company that made the Pacific Rim stuff as well.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
I did not know that. No.
Well,
Did not know either.
Maybe they
Mm,
changed their
yeah.
name because these companies change their name like every day. So,
It's true.
maybe I wouldn't mind getting some.
Wait, are you just looking at the 5K Toys account? Is that what you're looking at?
Yep.
So that's
Yeah, I
just
was
the
too.
that's just the supplier. That's just the
All
website
right.
that
Okay.
carries it. It's not the same
Never mind.
company. They just host soft or not soft. They sell third party items. Is
Yeah,
basically all
I
of it.
was gonna say them on.
Not all these figures are from the same people. That would be crazy if they were.
I
But
got a ton of stuff on pre-order with 5K. All the stuff that they're putting out is.
I have a Wukong, and I haven't heard anything from him. I have no idea where he is or when he's coming out. But I hope it's this year because I'd like to get him this year. But I have no idea.
Next up, Todd McFarlane's up to some goddamn shenanigans. We should have talked about this last week.
Yeah.
This guy's going senile in his old age.
Toddy F.
Toddy
No,
F.
sorry, Toddy M. Toddy M. He's doing so. We all knew about the Joker 2019 pack because they teased it a while ago. Actually, I think it was last year they teased this. So it's been in the works for a hot minute, and people were kind of excited because people love the Joker movie, right? They love when Joker
First one,
climbs
yeah.
into the fridge. Oh, you don't need to emphasize that. Everyone knows when you say I like Joker, you're talking about the first one. Anywho, so this goes up, and
Amazon
seems
exclusive.
Amazon exclusive. Okay, all seems well in the world, and then you
Mhm.
realize, oh, that comes with a lot of shit. And then you look at the price and you say, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
$250.
yeah, for shit.
The price of a Hot Toys
Yep,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
for 2 McFarlane figures, which are
Yep.
worth maybe $10.
yeah. Let's be
A
real,
diorama,
15 at most. Yeah.
and then a life-size booklet
Sign.
replica.
Yeah, yeah. It's yes. So they threw a bunch of extra
Strange.
crap in. This is a huge box, but again, that doesn't really matter. They got a ton of prop stuff. Keep in mind, their Batman 66 prop stuff, dirt cheap, dirt
Mhm.
fucking cheap.
They
Not
licensing for the look
okay.
of
Can
War
we
Factory
can we can we
probably
actually
won't
read
go.
what they wrote here? This is an official statement from Todd
Hold
McFarlane
on, gang, I
themselves.
gotta get my charger.
All right, sounds good. I'll read it if you want me to.
Read that.
Yeah, it
All
wasn't
right.
basically like a fucking. It wasn't. It was like them trying to like worm the way around the price, if I remember
Oh,
correctly.
absolutely. This is their explanation.
No one was buying it.
We've heard your feedback. We've heard your feedback about the pricing of the Joker movie set and wanted to take a moment to address your concerns. Due to the mature nature of the Joker movie, we faced unique restrictions on pricing options, which made this approach the only way we could release the product. Despite these limitations, we remained committed to delivering very limited offering that truly feels worth it. That's why we packed as much value into the box as possible with exclusive details and features we hope you'll enjoy. Your feedback means everything to us, which is why we always blah blah blah. Okay, so the line due to the mature nature of the Joker movie doesn't. What does that mean? It's an R-rated toy.
NECA coming out and saying, "Well, all our figures are from mature things." So, by that logic,
Extra $100.
Well, you see, this figure is so mature. If a child got his hand on it, he'd get
He'd
psychological damage, and then he'd go on a killing rampage and become a
and
serial killer.
most children don't have $250 lying around, so
Yeah, why is this box set 10 times the price of a regular figure?
well, what I was so I think it's pretty obvious this is Joaquin Phoenix's and Robert De Niro's likenesses. I think that's like the main issue going on here.
Well, if you look back at like when the movie first released, there was no figures or anything for it. There was no like.
Well, I also don't think any company
There wasn't anything
expected
planned
it to be
for it.
successful.
No one knew it was going to be a big deal. There was no expectation for that. But
And then you could
also
say the sequel's coming out. Where was the stuff for that? Jumping off like piggybacking off the first movie. There was still nothing.
Well, it's hard.
Well,
It's harder to do that
when
kind
the
of
sequel
stuff
was
for
coming
an
out, like
R-rated
they
movie.
officially did the Hot Toys and all that. So there was stuff like
See,
starting to hit.
Hot Toys only did theirs because another company was going to beat them to it.
They were racing
That's
to
why.
it.
That's why they released one.
Either way, I think it's pretty safe to say that this is kind of BS, and anyone who buys this is completely overpaying for this. This is not worth the money that you're paying at all. McFarlane figures usually on the cheaper end too. So the fact of the matter is that they're doing. I mean, look, their figures aren't worth $20 or whatever they are nowadays, but you can at least make the argument that like, well, they're cheaper than Hasbro stuff and blah blah blah, whatever, right? This is still cheap. This is not worth the money. You're overpaying. This is ridiculous. This is a stupid
I
excuse.
mean, if someone had said this is from Hasbro, I'd be like, yeah, I'd expect that because this is some shit they probably would do. But
it's
from
actually,
McFarlane, where everything has been
cheap.
priced pretty well, like even the Batmobiles and stuff like
Batmobiles
that.
are pretty like they're pretty cheap. They're pretty affordable. I'd say affordable. Yeah. Because they are cheap products. When you hold a Batmobile in hand, it's light. It's not like it doesn't feel all that. But still, at the same time, it's like this is very clearly license issues. This is very clearly, I don't know what else it honestly could be. Or like just the movie. Maybe you weren't allowed to like make product for it anyways. I don't know. I have no idea. Either way, it's stupid. The excuse that they gave was dumb. Doesn't make very much sense. And I think Todd needs to sit down and take a chill pill. All right. Now, yeah. That's all I have
He
to say
needs
about
to-
that.
I mean,
Needs to-
when I first saw it, I thought, like, it would be nice for like to have in a collection where you could just use any figures for that set. Like the set itself is like
Oh yeah,
the only thing you would probably
Dio's
buy it
kinda
for.
fun.
it's
But-
fun. It comes with nice little props and stuff. Sure, why not, right?
But in terms of what you're getting for your value,
Yeah, no.
them figures, like, you know, they're not the best of things anyway. So would I rather fork out 250 for a diorama set that doesn't really have any features? Like, to say features, what features are you getting? Does like De Niro's head get blown off or whatever? Do you know what I
That
mean?
would be cool. Okay. That wouldn't make it worth it, but seeing a blood blown up head,
Yeah, that'd be-
that
you
would have
know,
been. I know his head
that's
doesn't
some
blow
shit,
up in the
though.
movie. I don't know what I'm talking.
Mhm.
It's just that would be
Or-
awesome.
I could buy like a new Hot Toys
Hot
figure, which
Toys.
is
Yeah.
well worth the money. You know?
You'll be much happier with a Hot Toys
Yeah.
figure than you will ever be. I feel bad for McFarlane fans. They keep taking L's, and I
Mhm.
don't. Look, sometimes they get some stuff that they like, and then it feels like we take like 10 steps back. It's like, Todd, baby, come on.
Todd.
I gotta say, I
you
also gotta
doing?
say this because I feel like we always throw Todd under the bus. He's obviously not behind every decision that they make. But
He's
his
just
name is
just
on
the
the
front
goddamn
man.
company.
That's
Yeah,
what he is.
his
Mhm.
name
He's
is on the
front
company, so obviously throwing him under the bus is the easiest thing for us to do.
man. Mhm.
Because, so I'm aware that not every decision is Todd's, but it's just so easy to be like, "Fuck you, Todd," you know.
Fuck
Um,
you, Todd. Yeah,
And actually, this isn't on the
goofy
list, but
ass
can I
man.
talk about something adjacent to this that is kind of a controversial action figure pricey thing recently?
Sure.
I'll be quick about it. I don't know if you guys have heard about the recent NECA fiasco. There's been a bit of a NECA problem. Yeah, there's some NECA
No.
tea.
Go on.
I don't have all the details, so I don't want to go ahead and just say
Start talking
lies.
shit.
Yeah. But as far as I know, this is the situation. The NECA TMNT, they do Dio sets, and they're like $300. They're very expensive. You can argue those are not worth the value. There's a lab set for Donatello, and NECA has accidentally sent out duplicates to people. They didn't charge them for that shipping. They just sent out duplicates. Now, you'd think, oh, no problem. You've gotten an extra thing. NECA is saying, hey, send us back the duplicates or we will like take legal action. They're threatening customers
Whoa.
for their
For
fucking
their
mistake.
fuck up. Wow.
Yes. And they are doubling
Yeah.
down on it too. They are like, okay, legal action might be a bit far, but I think they are saying some shit like, hey, like this is like, you can't be doing this. Like, give us back our thing.
Yeah, but
Like, again,
they're at
you
fault,
sent
not
it out.
fucking-
Yeah. Let me read what they recently said. Okay. This is a recent message from them, or an email from them. By now, you should have received the shipping label to return the misshipped item. If we do not receive the piece back in a few weeks, you are going to be charged for it and will be exempt from all future offerings. Please realize that by not returning a piece that was misshipped, you are taking it away from another collector. So, fuck NECA. Wow.
Fucking losers.
Like, that is the most, like, beta shit I've heard from them in a while. like,
I mean, NECA's run pretty spittly anyway. Like,
I get that. I get the idea of like, okay, we accidentally shipped out too much and now we can't give some orders to people that we promised. That's on you though. That is fully on you. You cannot blame the customer
100%
at all.
your fuck up.
you're the one that's put it in
You
the fucking
have to
box.
make more
Like,
product. That's what you have to do. You can't demand that the customer ships. Once it's shipped out to that customer, once they have it, nothing you can do about it. That is theirs. You cannot take that back.
You give the people who aren't getting their toys their fucking money back, and you say, hey, our bad, we fucked up.
Exactly. So, NECA, hate to say this, you guys are kind of cringe. Sorry. Also, to add salt into the wound, my fucking Spyro broke this week. So you know what? I'm not feeling very good about your company right now, NECA. They're very unrelated
NECA.
issues. I just want to say, fuck NECA. Your figures look very cool, but they do not.
But
They
your
are
business
very hit or
sucks ass. I don't like
Your
your
business
attitude.
model is cringe. Your figures take 20 years to
The
get
thing-
released.
The thing is, though,
They crumble in your
is
hands like
they-
Thanos' snap victims.
the thing
Yeah.
is, though, legally, they can't just charge people's credit cards
No.
for something that, like,
Absolutely
like,
not.
what are they going to do?
Absolutely not.
Like,
That deserves
If-
some kind of lawsuit.
if
I
they-
feel like that.
went and took legal action, you could say, well, at the end of the day, it's not my fault. It's the companies, and they're the ones that are pursuing me. At the end of the day, it's their
If-
fuck up.
If they're assuming that this is anyone's fault aside from their own, they're being like they're
Yeah. They're
stupid.
being
They're-
delusional.
objectively in the wrong.
I
Like
was going to say,
they,
I've just seen the emails and stuff that like people have been getting, and
Yeah.
it's just
it's crazy. It's insane, honestly. Like I can't believe a company can just be that like, yeah, you're gonna be charged for it. This is non-negotiable. It's like what the fuck?
And then they're sending out shipping labels, telling people just to send it back. Well, why should you?
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
You sent it to me in the first place, dumbass. That's on
Exactly.
You
you.
sent me the 2-for-1 special. Fuck you.
Look. Most people probably don't need 2 Donatello labs, but I still,
Yeah,
if you're
well,
giving,
Most people were like, "Oh shit, I could sell this on eBay."
oh yeah, no,
No,
that's exactly what's happening. They're
Well,
all going to eBay.
First thing first, they were like, "Oh god, did I accidentally order 2? Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
eBay.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. It's unfortunate, but yeah. NECA,
Well,
I'm sorry, you guys.
Fuck you, NECA. You know what's a better company? Jada Toys.
Jada Toys.
Take it away, bro.
Jada. All right, we got
Jesus, wet one.
we got new photos and solicitations, I believe, for the Cyberpunk 2077
Edge Runners.
Mhm.
Edge Runners. Yeah. Well, I forgot the year. I was gonna say 2076. So I was
Technically,
pretty
it's
close.
just the show's just called Cyberpunk Edge Runners, but it is.
Okay, that's why I was getting
Yeah, it's
confused.
saying
Gotcha.
2077.
Gotcha. Anyways, we got new pictures for David Martinez and Lucy.
he's my brother.
That is literally what you're gonna look like in 3 years, Ty.
I don't
this is
want
after you get
hexagon nipples.
it's the Hex Tech, brother. He's I mean, let's be real here. Jada,
He's
good
deeply
ass company.
religious.
Yeah, he believes in God, I think. I've never seen the show. I don't
He's got the
I
power
don't
of
know.
God and anime on his side.
all I know is they play that freaking song, and that's all I know about it. That's literally yeah, that's all I know about. And there's the little girl with the big hands who's also coming out later.
Yeah,
But
who
as
people
for these
wanna
figures,
bang, even though she looks like a child.
that's anime for you. So let's.
But that's
I mean,
also
these
the
look.
game for you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't really like Cyberpunk 2077, but I will admit these figures do look really good.
Fuck you,
They
man.
look.
They do. They look excellent.
David is $45. Keep in mind
Yes.
that's a lot, but he's got these big soft goods, and he is large too, so I get it. But at the same time, he's large.
And then Lucy is $30, right?
I think she's just 25,
I
if
think
I'm not
she's 30.
mistaken. Maybe she's 30 because she does have soft goods. That would make sense. I mean, these just look fun. They look like a lot of fun. I don't know if I'll grab
I
them
would like
per
figures
se.
from the actual game, personally.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. This is a weird license. I don't know why they decided. I guarantee you, the guys who made the show were just like, "Hey, you guys are cool. You want to make figures?" Because I
Yeah.
can't see, or maybe Jada just jumps on any license they can get. I don't know, because this is the most out of left field license for them. It's like, well, they started with Universal. That was kind of a like whatever, that's a cool pick. Then it was it Mega Man next?
Yes.
I think it was.
No,
it was
Street
Mega
Fighter
Man.
next, and then Mega Man.
Oh, Street Fighter. Street Fighter was like complete opposite end of this. Oh no, they did the mascots, the food mascots first is what they did. Before
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, they've had a weird history where they're jumping between games and shows and stuff, but they hit it off best when they're doing like mascot characters like Scooby-Doo or any of the serial mascot guys. They look great. The Street Fighter stuff obviously is fantastic. Mega Man stuff obviously is really good as well. I mean, their company is so consistent in quality, so you know these are going to be good. But at the same time, it's also just a weird,
Yeah.
IP to take a hold
They
of.
take their time with their releases. They don't shit stuff out. Everything raises the bar in terms of quality. The pricing is always spot on. It's just peak company. Hasbro, McFarlane, everybody needs to be taking their cues from Jada.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
They're
really did
some of the best in the games, and I'm really nervous for a moment if they slip and if their quality starts going down, because that will be very sad if it does happen. But let's hope that doesn't, at least for our in our lifetime, because I want to see these guys go to the freaking top.
Get to the top.
What happened?
I want oh man, Arcane Jada Toys.
Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. I would pay very good money for a Vi with some soft goods.
I don't want soft goods necessarily.
Just on a
Maybe
jacket.
the jacket.
Just for the
sure,
jacket.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
She's got pretty baggy pants too.
Speaking of speaking of companies that are dropping in quality, Mezco.
Mezco.
Mezco really shat the bed with this one.
I think Mezco is being threatened by someone. No. I think there's a bit of a
Mezco put out press photos or solicitation photos for their Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine. And, this seems to be what happens when you don't get the likeness rights for your action figure. Because,
you know what I will say?
That is definitely not Hugh Jackman. That's more like Lou Blackman or something.
Whoa.
Blackman's it's just a name.
You know what I will say? I will say the likeness on the frowning masked mouth is the best one.
Sure.
That is
when
the
you
best
see 25% of the head.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that is the best one. But the screaming faces look off too. Like they don't look like
the
it.
masked heads look good because the masks look good. But
yeah, they do.
Yeah,
also, is it blue in the movie? I just watched the movie.
Yes,
they're
blue.
rough.
It's blue.
The mask isn't blue.
Is it blue?
The mask is black.
Okay, gotcha.
And
yeah,
the mask
I
is
mean,
not blue in these photos.
Are they not?
No, it's like gray, black.
Okay, because that looks blue to me. If I've ever seen it one.
Very navy blue.
Yeah.
It's just might
Still
be
be
bluish black, but it's
yeah.
black.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
yeah, I mean this is pretty.
Yeah, those heads are. That's like a
rough.
like a
Pretty
like a wax museum Hugh Jackman. Like that is
it's a wax museum out in Albany is the type of shit that this is not a high budget
I was
wax
gonna say
museum.
Ty sent me a picture of this figure and it looked like absolute dog shit. With a
his head,
see the face.
suit looks bad.
Proportions are weird. Like he's got a tiny little baby head for some reason.
His arms look like they're like separated from his sockets, like they're sticking out.
I think Mezco is at their best when they're doing like a suited character in baggy clothes. I don't think they're at their best when they're doing like tight superhero costumes. I just think
that's embarrassing.
I think that's where they suffer the most. Yeah, he looks. He doesn't look like an action figure. He looks like a shitty like Hallmark ornament. You know what I mean? Like he looks like.
Yeah.
It's like. It's unfortunate. You don't want you're paying top dollar for this, guys. I don't know. Like, if you like this figure, more power to you. But I can't get on board with these guys. They just look so goofy. They look goofy. That's all you can really say.
Goofy.
A little goofy.
So yeah, I mean, I would be embarrassed if this was a product that I put out.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But moving on to some greener pastures. We got some big
For now.
Sonic 3 news.
We do. Obviously, the movie's coming out very soon, so the marketing's
Tickets are going up for our pre-order on Monday.
Monday, yes, sir. There's the poster right here. What do you got? What do you think about the poster, Ty? Do you like the poster? Because I really like the poster.
I like all the posters. Did you send the poster? I don't see it yet.
I sent it. Yeah, there it is.
One.
Yeah. I'm always a little iffy on posters that have the characters multiple times. I'm always kind of like, but in this context, it makes sense. I do really like it. It looks good. The colors and everything really pop. Everyone looks awesome. I love the Gerald and the Ivo doing the little like classic arms crossed pose. So I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, obviously there's gonna also be a new trailer on Monday, so that's very exciting.
Trailer. They also put out character posters, and we got a good look at Eggman in his game accurate costume, as well as a new costume for Agent Stone. And we got a look at Kristen Ritter's gun agent character, as well as Natasha Rothwell and Shamar Moore are returning from. Well, Natasha Rothwell was in the first two movies. Shamar Moore was in the last one. So they will be returning as gun agents as well. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah,
because people
really
hate
funny.
the wedding plot of the second movie. I think it was fucking hilarious. So I'm glad that they're back.
It was funny. That whole plot is exactly what that movie
ridiculous. It was insane.
I think if you're going to do a human subplot in a Sonic movie, you have to go stupid with it.
And I think to be as ridiculous as the cartoon characters.
Yes. In order to match the same energy, you can't have. Let's talk about like finances. Why do animated kids movies always feel? I need to go on a quick tangent. They always feel
our house is being foreclosed. Hey, I'm Sonic.
Single time, it's awful. It's terrible.
Stupid.
Even the first movie does that a little bit, but thankfully it gets crazier as it goes. It starts like that. They're talking about job promotions and shit, and then they go on a crazy journey and they leave that.
And then he meets Sonic, and then it's like. Oh, we're pushing over bike. We're in a freaking bar fight, fighting bikers.
Yes, that's what I like. I like that. But the character posters are cool. I love the Sonic posters are obviously more interesting than the human posters because the humans are just humans,
I mean,
hey,
humans.
Except for the Eggman one, Eggman and Gerald. Like Eggman's suit is really interesting too because
it is Kristen Ritter. I could look at that poster all day. I'm just saying.
I just. Like hunched over, aka Maria, grown up as an adult. I will also be sharing this. So there have been influencers have been getting a special package in the mail. I'm sad we haven't gotten one yet. It is a Sonic 3 branded box, and it specifically includes this nice little gift here. It is a Sonic the Hedgehog. It's pretty crazy. This is a Sonic the Hedgehog movie-themed Sega Genesis box, but it's not just the box because there's a whole ass Sega Genesis cartridge in there too.
That works.
By the way,
with a Sega Genesis.
This is a working Genesis cartridge, and when you boot it up, you've got your own little like fun little loading game, or like you can look at the posters and hear some of the characters saying some stuff. By the way, that Sonic 3 recreation poster is fucking insane because Shadow's like peeking out from the junk. He looks like a weirdo.
He looks like a pervert in the bushes.
He does. I think he's smiling too, so he looks like a little evil little rat man in there.
He's definitely not smiling.
I can't tell. It's too hard to see from here.
He's pissed.
Even the cartridge kind of looks like they're recreating the Sonic Adventure 2.
Adventure 2, yeah.
Yes. And then, so there's a poster, and there's character posters, and there's also this little mini game where you don't play it. I think it just plays on its own of Sonic running in this in this Genesis graphics, and it's just so funny how much effort they put into this for this stupid bit. And then there's a cheat code I believe you can enter, which just reveals the trailer date, which we would have already known about before this, anyways. But
It's coming out on Monday when
Hasbro.
tickets go live.
yeah, tickets go live, new trailer, and on the trailer date they also have the medallion like that you get at the end of each of the Sonic Adventure 2 levels. So they're pulling heavy duty. Movie's still like a month out, but actually, okay, 2 days away. Or over. Okay.
Another movie that came out this year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We are exactly, or almost exactly, under
18
a month
days?
away now. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, not 18 days. What the fuck am I talking about? 18 days
18
away.
days.
18 days till the trip. No. I mean, this is great. I love this. I am ridiculously excited for that second trailer. I will be trying to record a reaction that day because I missed my reaction the first time, so I need to lock in and get it. I'm so excited.
It's Big the cat. He's here.
Big the cat, he looks disturbed. Yeah, he's not. He's a little disturbed right now.
Uh-huh.
It's great news for the movie. I was hoping we were gonna get some more advertising. Obviously, we were gonna wait till the month of the movie, but
After Monday, it's
yeah, the floodgates
it's
will
over.
open.
Yeah, we're gonna be drowning in news. We're gonna be talking
That's
about
when
Sonic
I'm gonna-
news every week.
I'm gonna start once they start putting out more trailers. I want to start cutting back a little bit because I don't want to see everything. But yeah, once I'll maybe go 2 more trailers,
Or make
and then
the
after
mistake
that,
of watching everything.
and then they'll reveal something. They'll put Super Shadow in the trailer, and I'll be like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, Metal Sonic will
Assholes,
be
you
on the
waited-
thumbnail of the next trailer.
Oh, I'd be so mad. I'd be like, "You fucking dicks! You went this long. Come
if it
on."
was a Sony movie, they would.
He'd be in the trailer and be like, "This is why you call me
If it
the
was a Sony
Metal
movie,
Sonic."
they'd put Silver in the fucking trailer from the post-credit scene or whatever.
Yeah, he'd be like, "You want to know why they call me the Metal Sonic?"
They'd have a portal open up, and then Silver hops out. He's like, "The Iblis Trigger."
He goes, "Let's trigger."
Someone walks by Silver. He's like, "Ah, you got a pot leaf head."
He's like, "He's made of weed." That's hell.
Yep.
All right.
Speaking of hell, Hasbro's in it.
Fuck
Yeah.
you, Hasbro.
Feel free to talk about this because I didn't read too much about
Yeah,
this. You're
so-
the expert here.
You
Let
take
me
it on, man.
let me read a little bit of this for you. So I'm gonna read the headline. I'm gonna read the first paragraph. New class action lawsuit accuses Hasbro of misleading investors by making materially false and misleading statements about inventory buildup, product demand. In latest PR nightmare for Magic the Gathering and Power Rangers IP owner, a new class action lawsuit has accused Hasbro of causing financial harm to its investors by knowingly and willingly misrepresenting both the amount of product they were unable to move and customer demand for it. So, Leigh and I have complained a lot about Hasbro dipping quality, overstocking items, like just producing way too much shit, overcharging, and, shit going on discount super quickly, shelf warming.
Like 2 weeks of getting released, it's fucking crazy how
Or,
fast shit goes on sale.
In the case of Red Hulk for Captain America 4, hasn't even released yet. It's on discount on Amazon for Black Friday.
Yeah.
So apparently, Hasbro lied to their investors about how much they were overproducing, the lack of demand, and why they weren't able to move product like they wanted. So, their investors they're pissed, and they're suing Hasbro for essentially Hasbro lying to their faces and burning their money. So yeah, this is very interesting. It's very hot water for Hasbro.
We are essentially watching the downfall of probably the biggest toy company in the world, if not are. And
In real time.
they fucking deserve it.
So, what do you guys think? What do you think is going to happen because of this? What
Shut
is
up, Oscar.
Oh,
like what do you think is going to be affecting like the figures, and like do you think this is going to have any impact on that?
I think it's gonna have. I'm in two minds on it because when I was reading it, I was like, there's obviously going to be repercussions for this and
Oh
whatnot.
yeah.
There could be two alternatives. There could be a very negative way, where the figures get completely fucked over,
Mm.
or there could be a positive outcome of this where Hasbro really strip back on everything and then really focus on quality, reducing prices, and essentially doing what they should be doing and not fucking overcharging, overproducing, and
Mm-hmm.
making stuff to demand. Um, so hopefully that would happen, but I don't know. I feel like it's going to have a real negative effect on them, and we potentially could see a lot of shit get cut, more staff, getting.
Yeah, I expect to see more layoffs,
Mhm,
which also means that quality is going to dip more because they're trying to
mhm,
meet the same production without the same amount of people.
mhm,
I would hope that uh, they will start to pull back and slow down with
mhm.
their lines, and
I personally can't see them.
no, I don't think so. But I would hope so. I would hope that they would slow down and try to take a more reasonable approach because
Mhm.
they clearly cannot sustain what they have been doing.
Well,
Mm.
yeah, like we always mention about like how you can go in like a store or whatever, and it's just fucking mountains of old Hasbro shit they can't shift, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like no one's gonna buy this stuff. No one cares.
With
It's
Yeah.
too much
the
of it.
prices rising and everything, it's just like
Yeah,
for example, over here, if you go to a Toys R Us, you're paying like $50 for like an average
like
Marvel Legends
like,
figure, and that's not
and
sustainable at all.
this is my argument. Obviously, like Aiden
Mm.
and Thatch, they like obviously Marvel Legends is their bread and butter. My argument is I don't understand why anyone would pay full price for a Hasbro product, regardless of Legends, Black Series, Transformers, Joe, whatever, when you can wait, and this has been proven time and time and time again, where you can just sit back, wait, and it's going to drop in prices, regardless of collector value or anything like that. You're going to find them, or
Mm-hmm.
Hasbro going to repackage that same figure they said wasn't exclusive and repurpose it, resell it, and you've just wasted money for no essential reason.
Mm-hmm.
So just play the waiting game with them. It's
Yeah,
pointless
It
buying
is.
brand
I don't
new.
have any Hasbro items on pre-order anymore. I just
I've only got the one. I've only got one. No, I don't. I've
It is
got
a shame
three.
because I do feel like some figures will randomly just become super hard to come by. Like
Mhm.
the old Spider-Man, retro Spider-Man, he was like impossible for a long time to get.
yep.
Uh, those popular characters are obviously going to be like special
Mhm.
cases, but like for a wave that you're going to
Yeah.
find, like you can probably just wait it out.
Mhm.
You'll find them eventually.
Well, then they make like really niche characters of stuff, and they like overproduce it to the point where it's just all you see. Like, like yeah, fair enough. I've got three figures on pre-order, which are like the two Constructicons, which are out because they've sold out everywhere. I
Yeah.
knew that was going to be a big thing because that was like
Oh yeah.
arguably one of the most sought after things from the '86 movie.
Mhm.
And that, and I wasn't going to take my chances and wait because I knew there was such a demand for those characters and to get the full team eventually. So I thought I'm going
Yeah.
to take a gamble. I'm going to get them. And the other figure I have on pre-order is Bakara from the Black Series line, which was my most sought after and most wanted figure in the Black Series line. So yeah, fair enough. I'm, you know, a hypocrite in that regard because I that when I saw it revealed, I did pre-order it and I was like, I need it.
Right.
because I've wanted it for so long. But I'm not doing it with everything that's coming out. Nor am I rushing to buy these things because I'm either going to be disappointed or they're going to be overpriced and just not, the value isn't there, and I just don't see the point in it.
Yeah.
So there's only those certain things that'll,
It was a good year for me to cut back on Legends and stuff because that was just a rabbit hole and it wasn't going anywhere good. So, I mean, it's unfortunate because they do. Look, here's the thing. There are some amazing Legends out there. There are some fantastic figures on the market. But ultimately, if you're going, the quality's going to drop. That whole standard is not going to be there anymore.
No,
even Giant Man, right? Great figure, but the little issues that he has, like the lack of face forward eyes, is insane for a HasLab. The fingers ripping because it's a soft gummy plastic. Like, come on, guys. What? Like, that is something you had how long to design that?
You're paying premium prices, like import prices for subpar products.
I know.
That's essentially what it is. Like, why would you pay import prices for a Hasbro product that you can go to the store and get when you could actually get an imported figure, probably for cheaper or the same price and better quality?
Not to say that figures are always spot on, because
no.
Tamashi has had some issues before, but it's way less.
Figure arts is most of the time really expensive.
And the issue is now there's more competition for them with their brands. Like, obviously Marvel is taken on by so many other companies. Star Wars is. Transformers is.
Mafex has got Marvel, Star Wars, and like they're doing that. You are paying very top dollar for a Mafex figure, but sometimes you're probably going to get a better value than the Hasbro one. So I don't know. Like, they haven't made a good Iron Spider figure, so I don't know. And then what, are we waiting like 10 years to eventually get that figure that we wanted? Like, okay. Like,
see,
I don't know.
That's the thing as well. They reveal them, and then they're like, "Oh, this is going to come out in like 3 years from now." I'm saying, "All right, okay, cool."
Well, Hasbro's distribution is weird because it did take a long time for stuff to come out at a certain point, and now we're at a point where stuff is like shipping like the week after it's revealed. Like, sometimes they're not. Sometimes you're still waiting. Like, how long was Kiadi Mundi on fucking pre-order for?
Jesus
Christ.
He was like,
I feel like 2 years or something.
He wasn't on pre-order. He was revealed, and then just nothing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
A similar thing happened with one of the recent Transformers Studio series, which is based on a character from Dark of the Moon. He is being, like, he got revealed as a concept figure, or like, the concept like from like digital renders they do.
Right.
From like 3 years ago, and it's only just being revealed like as an actual figure now.
That's crazy. Like, it does not take that long. It's
mad.
Yeah, I mean, Hasbro, look, like I said, I'm mostly out of Hasbro. I'll hop in every now and then get something interesting. Giant Man was obviously a mistake, but
I mean, there's still Black Series figures that I sold a bunch of Black Series figures, but there's still like characters that I want figures of here and there. And so I'll get those, and I would.
There is the odd few that they do bring out, and you're like, all right, okay, this is worth the money, or you're getting the value in it.
If you don't get a messed up copy, you generally have a decent quality figure. If your paint is good, and if you're like all the Legends I still have left they're good. Like, I like my Spider-Man, I like my Wolverine, I like they're fun. But and then again, as I don't know, it's a complicated issue, and I do think that Hasbro. Let's be real, Hasbro kind of had this coming. All right, they've gotten away with doing shit for too long, and I think that they do need a big slap on the wrist.
See, what it is like, we've always complained about the price hikes. Like, always complained about them whenever they've happened, and they're happening.
You made a video about it, my guy.
They're happening every year now, if not twice a year. There's more staff layoffs, so the quality's dropping, and it's like, what you're essentially doing is pricing out your collectors, your audience who buy this stuff because kids can't afford this shit.
No.
How's a kid gonna like, like if a kid wanted like the full Avengers like lineup, they're gonna be
Good
fucking
luck.
forking out like well over 100 like for just the core Avengers thing. No kid's gonna do that.
Yeah.
So it's like
More than that.
well, yeah,
Mhm.
probably.
And
So
like
kids
some
aren't buying
figures,
them.
like
Kids aren't buying
some
them.
figures, yeah, exactly.
Collectors are like turning away because
Too expensive.
when you've got like responsibilities and everything. I mean, you know this yourself. Like, you either pay for food on the table or spend like stupid money for a bit of plastic that's probably going to get updated in
Gonna
like
rot.
a year's time or something.
Or,
The better
as
store or
much as I
something.
hate to say it, you could spend $5 more, get a $30 Diamond Select figure that's going to look way better.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna function less.
The new,
good,
yeah,
but
the new Marvel Select Deadpool from Deadpool and Wolverine looks fucking fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's it. Like, pick and choose. There's more options out there. You don't have to go
Or
with
like I
like
said, wait for an import company and then just drop
Yeah.
the dollar on that.
Yeah.
Not Mezco. Don't do Mezco. But
yeah, no, fuck Mezco.
But there is better alternatives out there for these lines and
yeah,
stuff. And
absolutely.
as mentioned, despite it being an original IP for Hasbro, Transformers, the third-party Transformer scene, is massive. And
Oh,
like
yeah.
a lot of collectors go into that because
YOLO Park is
YOLO Park.
blowing.
Oh,
Yeah,
God, yeah.
blowing them out of the water. And they don't even transform. And they're the best. They're some of the best Transformers figures on the market, which is crazy.
It's
Did you guys know Starscream's already out?
Yes,
Yeah,
he
he
is.
is.
I need to get him.
I was going to.
Hey, I had no idea. I
I
was adding him to my Christmas list, and I was like, oh he's out. Like, I might just grab him.
Yeah,
he might be my first figure because I didn't know he was already out. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get
He's
him.
out. He's been out for a few weeks, I believe.
Fuck off,
Jesus, I didn't even know about this.
Yeah.
It's probably because Robo probably ordered him off of fucking YOLO Park, and they take like 6 weeks to get them out to him for some reason.
Yeah.
See, I'm waiting for the
Anywho.
Extinction Optimus, and that's not going to come out for another few weeks. So,
damn, they get their stuff
Well
out pretty
enough.
quick too. Nice. You're not waiting too long for that.
Yeah, I'm just waiting ages for this goddamn Transformers 1 Optimus and Megatron. Bad.
it
Oh,
won't
right,
take
yeah.
long. You're probably looking around mid next year
too,
for them.
right?
We've seen the
Yeah, they revealed the
like
prototypes.
unpainted models. We just haven't like seen them painted.
Yeah.
But
like,
Yeah.
they're probably gonna
yeah,
come out
I
like
mean,
sometime
you've got alternatives for Hasbro at this point, and when you've got Jada Toys, which is a much smaller company in terms of action figures, and just on every fundamental level, they're doing everything 10 times better than Hasbro is. There's no excuse to be given Hasbro a pass at this point.
Yeah.
So,
It's
what it
just
is.
greed. It's just greed. That's all it is. Greed.
It's
Yeah.
greed, but it's also Hasbro specifically
And
rushing their
it's
product
coming
out.
back to bite them on their ass, which is
Yeah.
for me, who's really been
I have
vocal about
right.
nice to see.
I have no ill will towards like the Legends team specifically, or like these, or maybe Black Series team. I don't really like them, but like as far as like, but it's Hasbro. It's the Hasbro forcing their hands. It's Hasbro making the product worse.
It's
It's
not the
Hasbro
designs.
rushing.
The design is not the issue.
They're putting in
Company
again.
itself.
I put an asterisk besides Black Series team, but maybe Transformers a little bit. But I'm biased, but like generally it's good product. There should be good product, but again, you get issues all the time because Hasbro is like, we got to cut this, we got to do this, we got to move.
You have no ill will for the Marvel Legends team, sure, but Marvel Legends has like the most QC issues of any of the Hasbro.
Oh yeah.
ones.
Well, that's why I'm not saying. I mean, but again, that's
and
Hasbro.
Also the Legends
Getting it out there.
team, the Legends side of things are like one of the most outrageous uses of reusing
Oh yeah.
repaints and
Mm-hmm.
do you know what I mean? Like
Right.
Yeah.
It's
And
budget stuff.
charging,
It, you know,
charging
charging stupid money for like
the
a
same
Bucky
price
Cap figure.
for a bare bones reuse paint, like naked painted
Hmm.
figure with no
So
accessories as like
yeah.
a Spider-Man with an all new sculpt and like 6 or 8 different hands. So
Hmm.
like,
So like as much as like the
well,
Black
Spider-Man
Series
is usually
team get like
$10 extra.
no, I'm
well,
talking
fair.
about like No Way Home wave final swingsuit Spider-Man versus like random naked X-Man with literally no
Gotcha.
accessories,
Yeah.
nothing.
That is strange. I don't really
yeah,
understand
it's
that
like
logic.
yeah, fair enough. Everyone criticizes like the Black Series team and whatnot, but I kind of feel like the Legends team get a little easier of a pass
It's just
because
because
like
it's because yeah, they're likable and they
but
have the guys come out all the time. That's
but
it. I do like those
like
boys,
the
but
reuse, the
Mhm.
repaint are just outrageous. Like the fact that we were still, I don't even know if we're still getting it. We're still
I
getting like
like
the
the
Bucky Cap.
boys, but I don't like their toys.
Yeah,
we've gotten Bucky Cap.
are we still getting that body?
I don't know
Yeah,
when the last time we got it, but I know we
it
got it
was
with
not
what's
long
his
ago.
name, Doctor
There you go then.
Spectre or
There we
whatever.
go.
Um,
It's still getting used.
yeah.
It's
I, I
incredibly
think they're
outdated.
trying to phase it out, but then every single time they're like, "Hey, let's bring this back for one more time," and it's like,
Do it
"Stop."
again.
It seems like the pizza Spidey body's mostly done, which like thank Christ, because that shit sucks. Like people give Bucky Cap a hard time. Pizza Spidey's fucking awful. Oh my god.
It's very
Yeah.
good.
It's horrendous. But yeah, I think we've said our piece about Hasbro at this
Okay,
point.
bro.
Oh no.
And
Oh.
they're not like financing movies anymore.
Hmm.
So
I mean,
it's a
this
shame because I'm never getting like a sequel to the D&D movie that I wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. It sucks.
that's
if I
that's
if
what
I could
that's what,
if I could make a Faustian deal with the devil, I would legitimately to just get Hasbro to focus on D&D movies and D&D
and
figures
figures.
and fuck the rest.
Yeah.
Honestly, sorry, Aiden, sorry Thatch, but I would sell my soul to get them to stop making Marvel Legends and just make D&D figures.
At what cost?
My soul. I just said my soul.
Yeah,
That's my cost.
your soul. Well,
All in
that's fair.
friendship, man.
Yeah, you've burned a lot of bridges with that decision.
They're gonna assassinate me when I come to visit.
That's the plan.
They're gonna take a pillow and just smother me.
I will say this is also definitely a process of like all these other brands and figure lines getting canceled and stuff like that because
Yeah.
Hasbro just misuses
Yeah,
these
because they've been
properties
fucking
so
putting out
badly.
so much, like, haven't they?
It is so
I mean,
interesting.
all they
And do you know what, right? And this just a quick side tangent. This because whenever Hasbro gets mentioned, somehow this also this gets mentioned. There's a constant argument between the Doctor Who toy collecting scene, where certain collectors want Hasbro to have the brand, and as someone who's experienced the brand, like through character, but also has experienced Hasbro for many many years, and probably the like company that's had the most influence on me, like collecting and whatnot. It's probably one of the stupidest things I've ever heard because at the end of the day,
what? Yeah,
like,
well, let me tell
the
you what would
line,
happen. Let me tell you. I'm
it
gonna
would
tell you
it would
what would
last like
happen.
3 months at
Let's
that and just get fucked
Yeah.
off.
Overwatch, Power Rangers,
Mhm.
Fortnite,
This is what I say.
Indiana Jones, Ghostbusters, all of it. D&D,
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Oh,
Yeah. It would die. It would crash and
selfie
burn.
series.
It would get like 2 or 3
oh, yeah,
waves and it would burn.
selfie series.
This it would
Oh, man.
I would argue it would not make it past a first wave. Honest to God. And this is
No,
what I
'cause
just don't understand because
they do prepare product like 2 years in advance, so they'd make like 2
all
or
right,
3
fair,
waves.
fair enough.
They'd
then.
have
So
3 waves, but they're going to Ross. But because the Doctor Who
Yeah.
scene is not as big over in America,
No,
so
no.
that shit would
This is
tank.
this is my argument, and I will always argue because
Mhm.
you know, like, oh well, it'd be great because we'd get new sculpts.
Fucking
Okay,
flying keeps trying to like walk over the king.
okay, maybe we would, but the scale would be different. You're paying more money, which you already complained about with what we're currently getting,
Yeah.
and you'd fucking cry when it gets fucking canned because they do it with every fucking thing else. So why would you want them?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Why would you
I
want
can
them?
I can tell you first and
And
foremost. Yeah, sorry.
even in the UK, the demand for Doctor Who products is not as big as it was back in 2006 to like
Yeah.
2013 or whatever, when the show got
Yeah.
like was at the height of its
Legitimately,
popularity. So it's like,
if you wanted a high quality Doctor Who line with a company that would do it so slowly that they would meet the demand perfectly,
mhm,
Jada Toys. I think if they had the
yeah,
like legitimately, if they had the line, they would only distribute it in the UK,
mhm,
and
yeah,
they would put it
which
out
is the
so
same with these,
slowly,
by the way.
one wave at a time, like 6 months
Hmm.
or more between waves.
Yeah.
It would be, it would there would be no demand.
Hmm.
You'd get what you
But
want, and then you'd wait.
this is also people who only collect this one line and have
Hmm.
zero idea about the toy industry and how things are
Yeah.
priced and
Yeah.
how things are. So it's like
People
talking to a
just
brick wall.
want when they say I want Hasbro to take the license, what they want is they want Hasbro like articulation.
No,
That's what they
what they
want.
No,
want,
what they
what they
want
want,
is they want more, and they want it
Yeah.
now.
and
Yeah.
what they want is to be living back in 2008, where you could get something like this for like £6. It's not 2008 anymore. You're going to be like forking like Black Series Marvel Legends prices,
Oh yeah.
which, the sets are priced at like 22 to 25, and even then people are complaining, and it blows my mind because
Crazy.
what do you think Hasbro would give you? Like,
Hmm.
you're gonna be forking out much more, so what you crying for, man?
Granted, with that articulation, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Eat shit.
Come,
Eat
Blay, you
shit.
don't. Blay, come on, you know it's not good, but all right, fair enough.
I've never
Yeah.
been crazy about articulation, so it's never been a driving focus for me with the figures. I hate when figures are too articulated. Hate it.
That's fair.
Yeah. You
You're
got
you
you
like
got some
them?
more Doctor Who news you want to tell us about?
Yes, I do. So Ty, funnily enough, sent me something today, and I had a look on this account. So I'm going to start with this. Build-A-Bear. I don't know if do you have it in the States?
We do, yeah. Some in very
Yeah,
rare
we have it
places.
too.
Right, okay.
I I
So
I've
Build-A-Bear
gotten a couple before.
is doing another Doctor Who launch, which you can buy the 15th Doctor's outfit, worn by Ncuti Gatwa. Now this isn't the first time they've done this. They've done previous other Doctors last year and I believe the year before. Um, so this is nice. This is,
Mm-hmm.
nice for those who collect this sort of stuff because they do sell for crazy money online. I had a little nosy on
Oh
eBay,
yeah,
and for all of them, 550.
not bad.
So, but not bad.
Small loan.
So yeah, it's nice. It's obviously I'm not into that sort of stuff, but it's a nice thing, especially when the official account has just put out a collab with a watch company. It's like
Really.
one of the most bizarre crossovers. Like, what the fuck, man?
Hmm.
Um,
It's kind of crazy that Build-A-Bear is still relevant because they
it's
have
massive
existed
over here.
forever. It's
Massive over
crazy.
here.
I remember whenever there's like an animated movie, they always have some sort of crossover. Like there was
Mhm.
like a Bowser one for the Mario movie. I remember when that was coming out. Like they really, it's crazy that it is still a thing to me because I
So
remember Build-A-Bear back in the day.
yeah, I was going to say it's massive here. So the other news is we're finally. I was going to do a video on this yesterday, I believe, when it got revealed, but I'd come back from work and I was tired, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not really feeling this wave anyway, so I'm not going to bother. B&M Bargains is finally getting its last wave of the year. So it's only two sets, and it's based around the modern side of things. So the first set is based on Partner of the Ways, which is the final story for Series 1, which aired in 2005, and we are getting three variants of this set. I'm going to post the different variants in chat and talk about them. So this set includes a bronze drone, and it also comes with a black and bronze squadron guard Dalek. Now, this black and bronze Dalek was never a prop, but it's in the episode for maybe 2 seconds in the background. I've sent an image. I've circled it for you to see. It's a
Oh my
blink and
god.
miss it sort of thing, but it's a variant that has been released, I believe, in 2006 and never released again. So this is one that I wanted from this story, and
Nice.
visually, it's a very nice paint deco. So the other variants that are coming in the set is the Assault Dalek, which is a Dalek with a flame attachment. So basically, one of its arms is going to look like this, and the other variant will include all these variants will include the same black and bronze Dalek, but the other one will be the variants. And then the other one will be one of these, which is a Emperor Guard Dalek with a black dome. It'll be nice. And then the second set, which is probably one of the most bizarrest picks for figures. Like, it makes no sense. Everyone's kind of feeling the same on it. And this is meant to be around the 10th Doctor's era, even though two of the figures are from the 11th. Okay. Is a Friends Enforcer. This is what they've called it. So in the set, you're getting a Mondasian Cyberman from our universe, repaint of a character called Riversong, who was very prevalent in Matt Smith's era, and a yellow Clockwork droid. Now, these are all repaints of figures from the early days of like the line and stuff. So it's a bit of a cheaper wave and whatnot. And I think the reason why they're doing this is because they're trying to move into retail. Before we started recording, I did show off the retail figures. So I believe the budget is kind of shifting from these, where they would like give new sculpts and everything like that, and it's focusing more on trying to get them into more stores and actually put them on Amazon and whatnot, and so that's why the wave's only like 2 sets. But I'm not feeling these. I say this and I'll see them in person and
Go buy 'em.
yeah. Hopefully I don't, because I don't need them. I don't collect modern Doctor Who items.
Yeah.
I do
What?
want.
You said you
Yeah, go
don't
on.
collect modern Doctor Who items?
No, the only no. See, I only collect classic Who.
Okay.
That's my bread and butter. I grew up with the revival, but I prefer classic Who. And when it comes to like new series figures, I try not to buy them because they don't fit with like what I have.
Right.
Obviously,
But
growing
you
up as a kid,
bought you bought the
Braden,
new
here's
ones that just came out.
yeah, just
What?
to try them, but
Okay. All right.
and they're rough on their own, so it's like,
All right.
um,
Fair enough. But you're like, I want another set
I,
of them.
I mean, if this was like years ago and I was a kid, I'd be all
Yeah.
over this because I had everything from the modern
Okay.
series and stuff. It's nice that modern fans can have something from, the revival, instead of it being like classic, 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 classic,
Right.
classic. Maybe a new series, classic, classic, classic.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
nice to have that separation for once.
Makes sense.
Yeah, when I saw them, oh well, anyway, I had a listing that was like of rumored sets and stuff, so like from a very trustworthy source, and I remember reading them and just thinking these are going to be shit, and I saw them. I think they're a bit shit.
Yeah.
They're growing on me. If they go on discount, I might pick them up. That History of the Daleks set, I am very tempted to get just because of that one figure. That is the only thing I want from this entire wave. But yeah, it was a nice surprise, and it's going to end off the year. But I don't know if this is the last thing they're releasing this year. There might be one other thing. I'm not entirely sure. From what I've heard in speculation. But if these are the last, I've got to say the year's been pretty stacked. It's been a pretty solid year for the range, and yeah, that's all I've got on them.
Beautiful. I mean, you
Alright.
can get Elizabeth
Alright.
Swann's dad, so that's pretty cool. He looks like him,
Stupid.
but with a mask on. Does he not?
Dumb.
It is a mask.
It's not his
There's-
mask.
No, it is a mask. It
Okay.
comes off and there's like a droid head underneath. That is also like the fourth repaint of the same figure. So these are the other ones.
I'm just saying, his arms are also like 10 feet long.
It'll be it's nice variant
Oh,
of, I suppose.
there's more of them. Yeah, there's so many.
That purple one sells for crazy money.
I'm
So,
sure it does. Crazy.
crazy money. But anyway, that's all I've got to talk about.
Alright. Well, we're going to yap about Arcane for a little bit. First and foremost, Hot Toys revealed Jinx.
Jinx.
So,
Indeed.
that's cool.
That's cool. All it really does is just make us want, 6-inch action
me
figures.
sad.
Because, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna sound crazy. I looked at this figure and said, I might get that. And I went, what the fuck am I talking about? I had to like step back and be, wait a minute, I do not have Hot Toys money.
What?
Yeah, that was bad. That was like an immediate like. I was looking at the photos and I'm like,
I figure
God.
looks good when gonna tempt you
Here's
to buy
the-
an
here's
entirely
the-
new
here's-
scale.
Here's the thing.
yeah. Hmm.
I want it.
See, I told you. Here's the thing. I want Vi more. I'm gonna be a lot more tempted by Vi. Jinx is.
She's probably gonna happen very soon, I imagine.
I would imagine. I'm actually surprised they haven't revealed her already. Honestly, like
Already a lot of
when-
demand for her, like within the comments and everything under Jinx. So
There's a third-party
Yeah.
Jinx, actually, as far as I know. There might actually be a third-party one, but I don't know how good that one is. But she looks fantastic, obviously. I like holy shit. It's interesting because it's not like the show has like a shade and like a style, and this is not obviously doesn't have that kind of. It kind of does with the faces and stuff, but like it's more like obviously a much more like brought into like realism a little bit more, and it's done phenomenally well. Like holy shit. Sometimes Hot Toys can be a little weird with like their likenesses or something sometimes, but this is like spot on. This is perfect. She comes with basically everything you'd ever want her to come with, which is cool for this version of Vive or Jinx, of course. The rocket launcher looks great. Like all the accessories look a lot of fun. The stand looks great. The faces look great. Although as far as I can tell, the faces, no, they are all different. But the smiling face does look. The two smiling heads do look very similar. One's looking off to the side. The other
no,
one's not.
those are jointed eyes, so you take off the back and
Oh.
the one give you
So
four.
is it two then?
It's two heads, and you can take
Two
off
heads
Gotcha.
and two different pairs of eyes, yeah.
posable eyes.
Was they're posable?
Mhm.
Okay. So okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that one actually kind of tempted me. I was kind of like, oh shit, but I waiting to see the Vi, and I'm also, what are these figures gonna be like $300? Like I'm just like,
It's
come
like
on, man.
$250.
I'm already spending fucking
$250 is like the
$300.
starting price or anywhere. Ro.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I'm already start. I mean, I've already got a $300 Blackbeard coming out next year, so I'm kind of shit out of luck there. But I don't know, maybe. But Hot Toys also take a while to release too. This probably wouldn't release until like a while, right?
Probably October next year or something.
Oh, that's not too bad. I figured it wouldn't be till like 2026 or
As
something.
soon as like these images start to go up, that's when they tend to like get ready for them.
Okay.
So you could be looking at it definitely sometime next year, I'd say.
I could
But
feel the
usually a
pain
good
on
few,
Ty's
like-
face. He's debating. He's thinking about. He's weighing his options right now. Ty, keep in
No,
mind
I'm
you have to.
just sad.
Sad.
Yeah. Because there's no
Keep in mind,
figures
you gotta-
for this fucking show.
Not yet. Not yet. if ever. Let's be honest.
Ah, so it's the
But-
faces that the faces are
Are they different faces?
yeah, they detach. Alright, okay.
Oh,
With
weird.
separate
Okay.
rolling eyes. Right, okay. That makes
Oh,
sense.
interesting. Okay. Still awesome looking.
Mhm.
But we got a show to talk about.
Yes.
So
The next 3 episodes. Show's
I
insane.
finished watching them about an hour ago, or not an hour ago, but like an hour before we started recording, because I missed my opportunity. But I'm all fresh. I know what's happening. I don't know where this show is going, and I have never been able to predict where it's going up until now. This show has thrown me for a loop this season, because I went into this season thinking like, oh, war is gonna
War.
rage, but now they've done some little tricky shenanigans that have made me kind of second guess what this season is, how this season is gonna end. Um, Fantastic. Like,
Mm-hmm.
wasn't expecting half the stuff to come out of these episodes, but they did, and I was like, oh yeah. Also, I was right about something, Ty, and you gotta
Yeah,
give me some
you
praise
did.
for
You
that.
you
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 laughed at
predicted it.
me.
It was funny, but you predicted it. It was
Well, to be fair, that was a fan thing as far as I know. People were already making that prediction back when season 1 came out. Focus, please. Thank you. What are you doing? Thank you. Jesus Christ. That was already something that I kind of like nobody actually knew, but I think it was like a theory and then it turned out to be
mm-hmm.
true. So I heard it from that, but yeah, do you want to take us on a little recap
Yeah.
here?
So episode 4 is mostly about Jinx, Caitlyn, and Mbessa. They Jinx is sort of in a rut. She doesn't really want to be Jinx anymore. There's a bit of a time skip, as far as I can tell, from episodes 3 and 4. So Jinx is hanging out with Isha, the little kid, and Savika wants her to like get involved, lead the people, be the new Silco. She doesn't want to do that.
There's Jinxites now who like run around and like pretend to be.
Yeah,
They dye their
there's
hair blue.
all these people are dyeing their hair blue to try to like be rebellious and like be like Jinx or whatever. Mbessa is so Jayce, Heimerdinger, and Echo have gone missing. And Mbessa is trying to get people to make Hex Tech work for her. It's not working, and they are, with Caitlyn's authority, harassing the Undercity. Caitlyn's gone a little fascist, and she's stooping Maddie.
Yeah.
So,
Which I was like, fuck you the entire time. I was very upset about that. I was like, how dare you come in and do this to me? Although, I don't know. We'll see. I go with that.
Look, I don't hold anything against Maddie. All right, Caitlyn's just the one.
She didn't know.
Being a bitch.
Look, man, she's under a lot of pressure. You know.
Yeah, a lot of pressure being Mbessa's little rat.
It's true.
So we get to the point where Bunny Woman tells the cripple the crippled counselor to go see Victor.
Yep.
Favorite man. Jinx does have to get involved with the people after there is an attack at a big rallying meeting with the Firelights and the Jinxers and the Goons. Ambessa's bearded man attacks them, arrests everybody. Jinx and Savika have to go save everyone. They go to the prison, and Singed, the old scientist, has a calling card.
Got a bit of a beast.
He hurt himself today, and he's summoning his monster
by tracking the blood, which was I've never felt more validated watching something than being like, hey, I have something like that in my own lore. That's pretty cool.
Whoa.
I have a really big affection for just like big giant monsters that are like ripping
Uh,
through shit. I love it. I love it, and it's fucking
uh,
cool.
so
It's really cool.
much like the Toa
Hmm.
in After Laughter,
Yeah.
uh, the prison guards get absolutely annihilated
Yeah.
as the monster rips through. So Jinx frees everybody, and then they're walking through and they find Isha, and then they're like, "Hey, what's this old man doing here?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't want to leave." And then Ambessa
Yeah.
gets attacked because she was just leaving the prison. She gets attacked by the monster. Monster just rips through, rips ass, murders like 12 dozen guards.
Mhm.
Uh, this is her POV apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's very close apparently.
yeah. Well,
Who
I
you
mean, he's
on?
got a short torso,
Yeah. His legs are like right past down
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's funny. We get like scary nightmare vision
We
with
do.
him.
We get Predator vision, or like Terminator vision, where it's all red and
Yeah.
it's just rage.
It's like slow
So
motion or like it's like air like paintbrush style. It's so cool.
yeah, it's super dope. So the monster, just rips through everything, and Warwick, I believe his name is.
Yeah. I don't think I ever
And
call him that, but
it's in the subtitles.
yeah.
And so he and Jinx throw hands, and Savika gets Isha out, and then right before murdering Jinx, Warwick stops and recognizes her and calls her Powder.
Fucking Vander. It's fucking Vander. My boy is
Fucking
back.
Vanda.
My favorite fucking character from the entire show is back. Kind of. He's a big fucking werewolf man, but he's back.
Well,
It's
he's
super dope.
not back for long.
Don't fucking get me started.
Episode 2.
But yeah,
We
we pick up with Vi.
pick up with Vi. What's she been up to? Well, she's been depressed.
Pun-
Her girlfriend broke up with her, and then punched her in the gut
Punches
with the butt of her
everyone.
rifle. Yeah, she punched. Now Vi is punching everybody. She's gone full goth.
Yep.
She's running mascara all down her face. She's done her hair black.
Yeah.
She's just tied
She
up.
doesn't wear a shirt anymore. She just
No,
wears
she
wraps.
just wears bandages around her tits.
She just doesn't care.
She just does not give up. She looks
She's
like
got a stupid like wolf jacket.
She looks like she fucking reeks. She looks
Yeah.
disgusting.
Oh, she smells.
She
smells.
definitely smells.
She's got a bit of a stink.
The
The
I don't know
guy's
his
with
name.
her.
The big shield man. Yeah, he left the enforcers and he's with her. He again never
Hasn't
speaks
done
hasn't
anything.
spoken a word.
Has
But he's like
hasn't
her,
done like anything.
he's like her caretaker at this point.
Yeah. Weird.
It is
He's
very
just
strange,
not a
but
character.
yeah,
He's just
she's
just
losing
there.
it. She's beating the shit out of people. She's getting the shit beat out of her. She's like screaming into full sinks of water.
Oh, there's like it becomes like a goth music video at a certain point where she just goes like,
it is.
"Fuck." Like, she just
Every
starts-
episode starts with a music video basically, and yeah, she's raging, and then Jinx shows up while she's like
and
recovering from
dying.
getting the shit kicked out of her. And she wakes up and then she like puts Jinx in a chokehold and is like gonna beat the shit out of her. But
Almost
Jinx
kills her.
says,
Yeah.
Jinx says that Vander's back, and so
Daddy's
it gets her
alive,
attention.
and she's like,
"Daddy's here.
"Fuck
Daddy's
you."
Daddy's home."
Yeah. Daddy's home.
Meanwhile, Mbessa and Caitlyn talk to Singed, and they're like, "Hey, we want your big monster because that was cool. You're pretty smart.
Your monster assassinated half our dudes. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty hot. I like it."
Yeah.
And then Mel is in a box.
Hole.
She's in a hole.
She's in a hole with her brother.
With her
but,
brother.
Uh-oh.
Also,
I was actually shocked.
the voice on his before he actually steps in the light. That voice acting, sexy. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. He was all nice.
Yeah, he's in a hole. And speaking of holes, Jinx and Vi go down into the mines or the mushroom holes.
The clapping mushroom hole.
Clap on, clap off mushroom tunnels.
That was cool. I kind of like that.
Jinx eats some shrooms.
She eats some shrooms and immediately complains about it, and then she punches the shit out of the fucking kid. And the kid's like, "Yeah, we're fine. We're cool."
Jinx and Vi get into a fight, and then Vi just backhands the child and breaks her nose.
And she's totally fine with it later. Like, she does not care.
She's tough, you know. She's a tough kid.
Yeah.
Tough cookie.
She's a tough kid.
So that happens for a lot of the episode. Just more of that. More of Ambessa, more of Mel, more of all that. Just some developments. And then eventually, because of the blood from Isha's broken nose, Vander finds them. And he's in a blood rage. And so he and Vi have like a slideshow fight. And then
driving very well.
It's like an image of them like slightly moving, and then another image of them slightly moving, and then another image of them slightly moving.
Because Jinx is like freaking out. She's tweaking.
Well, Jinx is she's about to shoot one of them if she can.
Yeah.
And then Vander recognizes Vi because she says his name, and they hug, and then they all hug. They have a big family hug, and it's super cute. And
never mind the fact that a girl just like broke your nose earlier. She's totally cool with you and loves you now.
Well, she doesn't hug Vi. She just hugs Jinx's leg.
No, she hugs Vi. She's got her around her arm there. She does.
She doesn't.
Editor, pull up the proof.
You're wrong. I'm literally looking at it right now. I guess her hand's on Vi's butt. All right.
Yeah. She's a sneaky little girl.
She's copping a feel.
She's going for it.
We get a flashback. We meet Jinx and Vi's mom.
Oh my god, I fucking love that. Oh my god, dude. Okay, Silco, he's got the fucking ghetto cut. Can we talk about that?
He does have.
He
the
literally
ghetto
has Ghetto's haircut. I was like, this is just JJK. I love that scene. You gotta understand, I love Vander so much as a character. So getting anything with him is like, yes. And just such a cool scene, seeing these characters young and getting to finally meet their mom was so cool. Yeah, it was awesome. Friends. It was so wholesome. And I was always curious about that relationship, but they were literally just friends, which I like. She has a husband, as far as I know.
Yes, she does. We see him in some of the flashbacks.
Yeah, that flashback was great too. The watercolor one that's like you're going through their life. That one was super dope.
Yeah.
I was a huge fan of all that.
Then, Cripple Man. I cannot remember his name for the life of me. Cripple Counselor.
Oh, Sallow.
Not crippled anymore. Sallow. Not crippled anymore.
Yes.
He's healed. He's magically healed.
He is.
He's stealing some Hex Tech from the Hex Corps. Not the Hex Corps. Okay. The center of Hex Tech operations in the city under the Hex Gate. And so because of this, emerging from the ether is Jesus Christ himself.
I don't know about that.
It's Jason Bourne. Jayce is born again.
He is. He's got a fucking epic beard.
Emerges. His hammer is like evil now. It's like crazy. Yeah. It's like alien now.
He is kind of evil now, to be fair.
He's got long hair, he's got a beard, and he's hot. He's been through some shit, clearly. He is tweaking a little bit. And
quite a lot.
Sallow's like, oh hey, it's you, and then he goes, and then it's Victor, and he talks through Victor. And Victor's like, hey,
come meet me.
Good to see you. Come talk to me. I miss you, buddy.
Jayce is like, fuck you, asshole.
Jayce is like, hey, I thought you were mad at me. And he's like, well, I mean, I was, but I'm not anymore. I'm over it.
Yeah.
It's been a while. And Jayce is like, well, I can't let you leave. And then
fuck you.
And then Sallow's like, well, that's too bad. And then he smushes Sallow like a bug.
Completely unnecessary, might I add. Like, did not need to do that.
I don't know. We
well,
don't know
he might have
what's
seen
going
some
on exactly.
shit. He might have seen some shit in the other whatever. He might have, because we see he sees weird alien men.
Yeah. Well,
every few seconds.
Victor
That's in episode 3. Or
senses
6.
something is like in him. We find out in episode 3. He senses there's something influencing Jayce. But there's also something influencing Victor in the form of the Hex Core and the woman who died from the Hex Core. So who knows
beloved.
exactly? But we get into episode 3. And we pick up with Victor, and he's, he's assessing the aftermath. And then Ambessa is training Caitlyn and beating her up. And then Jinx, Isha, and Vi take Vander to Victor's commune. And they're like, oh, we wish to see the Holy Man. And the Holy Man's, Victor comes out. He also looks like Jesus. And he touches Vander, and Vander's like got evil corruption of the beast, the beast within. Yeah. And so he's like, all right, so I'll try to heal him if I can, and the Hex Core, or the woman, is like, oh, if you do this, it might be bad for you because it's gonna be really hard. But he's like, oh well, he's worth it. He's a good man. So they begin therapy, essentially. They start giving Vander some much needed therapy. And then Ambessa and all the folk, the meanies, the stink meanies, are on the trail.
Yeah.
We learn about Singed's daughter, who's in a cryo chamber.
Maria.
Yeah, Maria. It's also very Victor Freeze with like his wife.
Oh, yeah.
Where she's not really sick. He just doesn't want her. He just wants her to be immortal.
Yeah.
Just doesn't want her to.
That's why he's just cutting open animals and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how making
the recipe to immortality is 2 parts wolf, 1 part man.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know what his plan is here. He's gonna make a big werewolf, and that cures his daughter forever. I don't.
Well, he's got like a regenerative factor or something like that.
Right. Right. Well, not anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. But so, Ambessa, Caitlyn, Singed, they track Vander to the commune, and Singed goes in and he talks to Victor, and he's like, "Hey, if you drink the blood of the beast, you'll become immortal, and you won't have to die, and then you could be here forever." And Victor's like, "No, that's stupid. That's dumb. Shut up."
Yeah, don't talk to me about that.
Don't talk to me about evolution. He says,
"Don't be cringe."
Don't cringe, old man. Get out of here. And so Vi follows him back to the boot camp, and then Caitlyn beats her up, and then they flirt a little bit.
They fuck.
They fuck right in the middle of the open.
That does not happen.
No, but I mean, but we don't know. They cut away.
Maybe.
They're on good terms again.
Yeah.
Lay does not give a flying fuck.
Lay's looking it up right now. He wants to know.
He's like, sex scene.
You're excited.
So then Caitlyn, she's a turncoat. She captured Vi, and she hands her over to Ambessa. That bitch! How dare she?
Yeah, how dare she?
How dare she? What an absolute hoe.
And Ninja's going for the beast. The beast.
Yes. Then we Singe and Caitlyn go for the monster. And Jayce shows up. He's in the underground.
He's here and he's tweaking.
He's he's not having a good time. He's looking a little rough. He's aliens.
Like disgusted.
He almost blows the head off of a child.
Wouldn't be the first time he did that.
It wouldn't be the first child he's murdered. So he doesn't feel good about that. He finds Victor, who is like connected to the network, the mainframe, and he's like meditating. And it's like, oh, the brothers, they're together at last. And then all hell breaks loose. Jinx starts fighting Ambessa's enforcer. Vi fights Ambessa. Caitlyn strangles Singed. And
Vi does not fight Ambessa. Vi ties Ambessa up with like a lightning chain and like runs away.
Yeah,
That's what
Vi
happened.
makes Ambessa look like a punk ass bitch.
Yeah.
And then Victor dies, or maybe he gets shot.
Yeah, because Jayce fucking shoots him in the chest like a psycho.
Yeah, he shoots a fucking Kamehameha blast out of his hammer
I'm sure
into
within the
Victor's
next few
chest.
episodes, we're gonna understand exactly why he did that. But right now, he looks like a psychopath.
Yes.
Like
I also
he
don't think Victor is dead.
probably not. He's probably got his like spirit form or something. He'll probably come back in some way.
Yeah.
But everyone like falls. All of his
all the
homies.
commune, they start screaming and this light starts pouring out of their face.
Yeah.
And then while that's happening, Ambessa rolls in and she's pissed. She's got her army and she's gonna mess shit up. And also, Victor was working on Vander, so his like purification process came out, and now he's a fucking lava monster.
Yeah, he's turning into actual lava.
He's
crying lava.
He's crying lava. He's spewing it everywhere. He's going insane.
He's making a mess.
He is just barfing everywhere.
He is.
It's full on battle. Isha sees Vander who's like gonna crush Jinx, and earlier, by the way, she stole the little hex marbles from Vi's gauntlets.
I'm glad I noticed that.
She starts running towards him, loading up the spheres. She's got Jinx's gun. She has this really sad, really cute, like watercolor paint flashback of all her good times with Jinx, and she kills herself.
And Vander,
maybe he's got a healing factor, so we don't know.
Yeah, but he's pure lava.
Yeah,
he's already melting.
What does that even mean?
I know. That's true. Maybe he'll come back. I don't know.
So Jinx is distraught. You know, she had her family, and then she just watched her new like little sister blow up her dad.
Yeah. I think Jinx is gonna go crazy.
I mean, as soon as she was like, you know, whenever I'm with you, it's like I can't tell if I'm wearing glasses, and if things are like more fuzzy or clearer, it's like, yeah, this kid's gonna die.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So she dies, and Victor has one final monologue before he maybe dies, and he's like, "Oh, everything's clearer now. I understand. the cosmos." And that's kind of where we leave off. He is enlightened. Yeah. And that's.
Was there 3 more episodes left?
3 episodes left, coming out tomorrow.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, what a season this has been. It is. There's a lot going on.
So much.
There's a lot happening. But they've found a pretty good. I will say Mel's story is probably the least interesting because it feels so detached from everything else. Well, I mean, I'm sure it's going to come back.
The most attached, but it's also
why it could come back around and swing into.
I think it's interesting because we're learning more about like Ambessa and what's driving her, because everything she's doing is out of fear for these Rose people, essentially.
He had a child, and it was a fair baby, and the baby is the fucking evil witch woman or whatever.
Well,
yeah,
no,
her
the
sister.
Baby is Mel.
The baby, yeah.
The baby of the affair is Mel.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, we thought it was the boy, but no, it's you, Mel.
It's not the boy, it's for you. Interesting.
Also, yeah, her brother's not her brother; it was the witch.
Yeah, her brother's fucking gone.
Her brother's a corpse in the ground, probably.
Yeah. I kind of like that reunion too. I was kind of like, oh, that's a sweet reunion, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, man, it's just nonstop. There's so much happening. It was a little confusing because it did start on a time skip. But once you sort that,
they don't emphasize how much time has passed too, which they never have in any point of the show. So it's consistent. But at the same time, I would like. I mean, that's kind of something I wish they did with season 1 is just emphasize how much time has passed. But they like to keep it vague.
They do.
I don't know.
We don't know where Heimerdinger and Echo are at the moment.
We have not seen them, and there's 3 episodes left, which is. But I assume, if I'm to make any assumptions, I assume next episode will probably explain what the fuck's been going on with them. Probably, because again, you can't do the last episode, and you certainly can't. I mean, I guess you could do the next episode. Just makes sense to me.
I wouldn't be surprised if next episode picks up with Jayce, Heimerdinger, and Echo in the thing. And what happened immediately after all
and
that.
we get to see fucking them going crazy in the void or whatever.
Yeah, them falling through the multiverse of madness or something.
I hope Heimerdinger doesn't die. I'll be so sad if he doesn't. If he dies.
No, he's a character in the game. He won't die. I mean,
yeah, the games, but they're just making shit up at this point. I don't know if this is supposed to be the game anymore. Let's be real.
The games don't have lore. Like, this is the lore now.
Yeah, true.
So
truth,
we shall
truth,
see.
Truth.
But yeah, this shit's crazy. The show's so good. I love it. It's fantastic. I need extra reviews. I can't wait.
Somebody get on it. I know. And forever. Well, not forever, but
forever.
Forever.
I mean,
yeah.
there
Crazy.
might be more league stuff, but yeah.
It's kind of nuts.
Yeah, but so good, so good. Can't wait. I'm so excited. There's so much I want to know. They got a lot to wrap up in the last 3 episodes, but I mean, with how much happened in the first 3 and in these 3, I'm sure they can wrap it all up.
I wouldn't even be surprised if the last episode was like an hour long. Like they might do that because just to throw so much at the because there's a lot of shit happening, and I'm curious to see if it'll end in a satisfying way. Better not end on a fucking cliffhanger, or I'll throw myself off a wall, a very high wall.
Yeah, I think that's just about it.
That's it. I think we talked for like 2 hours, so
yeah. Well, everybody, we've been the All Things Geek podcast. Thank you, Leigh, for staying up with us. Thank you, Braden, for being here.
All right.
Thank you for joining us, and we will catch you guys next week. Talk about The Last of Arcane and Sonic, the trailer.
And the Shrek custom.
Yeah.
Yes. Gotta live up to your promise, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.